Happy Thanksgiving, folks! So much to be thankful for. What a time to be alive, huh? Anyway, before things get too depressing, let's talk about the Care Bears.
Oh, I want to be a Care Bear like you.
These guys have had an interesting history. Created by greeting card company American Greetings with the idea of launching a franchise similar to their success with Strawberry Shortcake. In 1983 and 1984, they did 2 animated specials, followed by 2 theatrical films and a 1-season show produced by Deke. The classic Care Bears cartoon people are most likely familiar with, however, was The Care Bears Family from 1986. Produced by Canadian company Nelvana, Care Bears Family expanded the focus of the series to include more of the Care Bears cousins. Non-bear Care Bears they wanted children to buy and who were not so secretly plotting to take over the entire franchise.
It's time the Care Bear cousins destroyed the Care Bears!
Anywho, this is where my previously limited history with the Care Bears began. Until I was an adult, I didn't start collecting Care Bears things. So as a child, my sole exposure to Care Bears media was a random VHS tape we had of the Care Bears family. It included 3 episodes, one about a Phantom of the Opera character played by Grumpy, another teaching kids about exercise, and one which featured the Care Bears' most bizarre character, Songfellow Strum, a guitar-playing man with seemingly godlike powers.
You don't really believe all this magic stuff, do ya? Well, well.
Wash the spider out.
The tape said there were 4 episodes on it, but 2 of them are just an extended Songfellow Strum story, because he could not be contained to one 15-minute tale. One might even argue that 30 minutes was not enough to satisfy him in his never-ending quest for power. People say that to this day, he waits, dormant, for the right time to return to this earth and devour us all. Anyway, the point is, this tape was weird. It featured mostly fourth-wall breaking stories where the Care Bears talk to you like you're a baby, and I had no idea what the hell was going on with Songfellow Strum, and Shrieky and Beastly are there, but they don't really do anything villainous, so I'm like, who the hell are these weirdos? And then a kinda creepy Phantom of the Opera plot happens where the Care Bears are playing characters within the story, and I was a little confused as to what the Care Bears was about. Well, here's what I can tell you now. Care Bears Family generally had 2 flavors of story. The Care Bears cousins, plus maybe the Care Bears, and Grams tells Hugs and Tugs tales where everyone reenacts them as a sort of play for the audience. I guess that's fine because they were usually silly and cute, but it did get a little formulaic. You knew what was gonna happen as soon as Hugs and Tugs showed up. But since Grams was telling the story, she didn't get a lot of time to shine herself. Not so in our tale today. She got to show us what a badass she is in her very first episode, Grams Bear's Thanksgiving Surprise! Oh look, it's the Care Bears cousins, front and center, how new?
Hi, Braveheart.
Shut up, Tenderheart, I'm the new leader of the Care Bears!
It's time the Care Bear cousins destroyed the Care Bears!
Anywho, the Care Bears cousins are packing up their Thanksgiving harvest. And I have so many questions regarding the origins of Thanksgiving in the Kingdom of Caring. Like, did they have their own fucked up history regarding native Care Bears? Like, maybe the pandas that were there before them? Or maybe this is more like Canadian Thanksgiving, since this is Nelvana. I'm not sure where the events on Earth take place. I'm just kinda guessing at some of this. Harvest time usually ends in October, but I don't know what time of year the harvest happens in the Forest of Feelings or what their agricultural situation is. Excuse me, these are babies. They should be in car seats in the back. Meanwhile, Cher Bear has headed down to Earth on a care mission, looking for a boy named Tony to help with his Thanksgiving speech? You know, the speech you give at Thanksgiving?
The mayor picked me to give a speech, in the park today about the meaning of Thanksgiving.
This is when a mysterious van shows up, giving away free pies, as you do. And not just any pies, Crabby Apple Pies.
Get your free Thanksgiving Crabby Apple Pies. They're irresistible.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
You know, if he's trying to get people to eat them, maybe he can not call them Crabby Apple Pies at first.
Crabby apple pies?
Remember, kids, accepting food from strangers in vans is the right thing to do. Sharing!
Apparently, this is all well and good for the Care Bear they decided to use for all their weird PSA endings. But before she eats a free Crabby Apple Pie, she's gotta help Tony out. Alas, if she'd only stuck around for one more second, she would have heard this dastardly, villainous exposition.
Not only will my pies turn this happy town into a crabby town, but I can get rid of a few Care Bears, too.
Okay, so this is our introduction to, and sole appearance of, Sour Sam. Sour Sam is a man of simple desire. To use his Crabby Apple Pies to, as the name suggests, turn everyone crabby. A foe so mysterious, he is never given a motivation of any sort. But to be fair, the Care Bears wiki did point out that no other Care Bears villain is given a reason for what they do either. However, Sour Sam does seem to have a much richer backstory than most of them, as the dialogue implies he has some sort of long-time history with Grams Bear? Like, she is his nemesis?
Grams Bear? Ha! You may be the only one who can foil me and my plans to destroy Thanksgiving, but I won't give you the chance.
Oh, if ever an episode needed a prequel, it is Grams Bear's Thanksgiving surprise. I am dying to know the origins of their pie-based rivalry. Wherever he goes with his Crabby Apple Pies, Grams Bear isn't far behind with her Happy Apple Pies to neutralize him. Oh, the blood that has been spilt. Hi there, I'm Mayor Dumbass. One free poison pie, please. Oh man, I love cartoon mayors who just walk around with top hats and generic medals around their necks like it's the early 1900s.
Free pies for Thanksgiving. Why, that's a wonderful gesture, Mr.
Sour Sam.
Well, you said that kind of evil, and your name is literally Sour Sam, but allow me to take a bite out of a whole-ass pie anyway. Just kidding, it turns him crabby.
Awful.
Oh, it's just the mayor throwing a pie at us again.
Meanwhile, in Care-a-Lot... Ugh, can we not?
Enough with this dancing nonsense. No fun allowed. Braveheart Lion would let us dance. Well, Braveheart doesn't pay the bills around here. He has no say.
Soon I'll be in charge. Tenderheart is under the impression Grams Bear is a boring old fuddy-duddy who wants peace and quiet. But what's this? Cool cloud scooter riding Grams Bear has arrived to blast their stereotypes right out the window.
Now I'm the new leader.
Damn you, Grams Bear!
This'll never be my character again.
Meanwhile, the Crabby Apple Pie plague has begun to spread. It's like no one even cares about this little boy's upcoming Thanksgiving speech. What has the world come to?
But what about the Thanksgiving festival? Don't you care?
I don't care about anything or anyone.
Not only does no one care about the Thanksgiving festival, but the mayor has called the entire holiday off. If the mayor declares it, you cannot celebrate anything, by penalty of death.
Thanksgiving's been canceled?
Yay, that means I don't have to come up with a speech. Thanks a lot, Share Bear.
It's too late to help this town. Everyone's gone home just as crabby and miserable as my Crabby Apple Pies.
Wait, what was that?
What was what?
You said something about Crabby Apple Pies?
No I didn't.
Yeah, you did. We were standing right here. Is that what you do all day? Give away pies and then declare your evil plans to no one?
Crabby Apple Pies! Tenderheart has bigger problems than Crabby Apple Pies. He's convinced that Graham's bear has been replaced via some sort of invasion of the body snatchers situation. Because no way would the Graham's bear he knows wear a motorcycle jacket and play guitar. I would say he's overreacting, but she does kinda just do normal grandma things in every other episode. Regardless, I am enjoying Graham's bear's sweet rock and roll tunes. Tenderheart would love to continue policing Graham's bear's behavior, but he and the others receive a care alert from Earth. Well, look who's late again. And check out my dump truck ass.
Nobody cares about your dump truck ass, Braveheart.
I do.
Nobody asked you, monkey.
Everyone's gone inside. They're grumpier than, you know who.
Yeah, weird how no one ever takes me into account when some stupid magic thing alters your personalities.
Since Grumpy is always crabby anyway, I guess we can infer that he's the only one who doesn't eat the pie later, but decides to just sit there and be an asshole with everyone else.
This Crabby Apple Pie is so crabby, it'll make even the Care Bears stop caring.
Oh, shut up. It's not that hard. Show me something that won't make the Care Bears stop caring.
Wait a minute. What about me?
We don't have time to care about you.
It will be irresistible.
Ooh, floor pie.
In predictable fashion, one by one, the Care Bears and cousins fall prey to eating random pie slices they find sitting outside. Because if you see a slice of pie just sitting on a swing or a slide or whatever, you should immediately eat it without question. Crabby Apple Pie!
No Thanksgiving, no caring, and no Care Bears family.
He just calls them the Care Bears family?
I have a hunch that whoever did this also stopped the town from caring.
Right again.
Man, do you ever do anything else? Now, to continue with my plans of setting Crabby Apple Pie slices on the ground and expecting people to eat it. Somehow this worked, ha ha! Hopefully my nemesis, an elderly, colorful bear with a rose on her belly, won't show up to stop me.
Graham's bear? Ha! You may be the only one who can foil me and my plans to destroy Thanksgiving, but I won't give you the chance.
Oh, see, he never thought about not giving her a chance to stop him before. That was his fatal mistake. And why is Graham's bear the only one who can stop him? And why was he so surprised to see her when he was purposefully targeting the Care Bears? Seems like he was asking to be foiled, honestly. So far, everyone who ate the Crabby Apple Pie is just sitting there looking angry. And that doesn't change, that's just what they do through the rest of the episode. So the stakes aren't incredibly high, to be honest. Hugs and Tugs, who are the only two Care Bears who can be forgiven for eating ground pie as they are literal babies, are about to take a ride on the Crabby Apple Pie train, but Graham's bear immediately recognizes the signature dessert of her greatest enemy. I'm not sure why she tastes it after that, but I guess it's not a high enough concentration of Crabby Apple Pie to take effect?
There's only one man sour enough to cook up a pie like this. Sour Sam.
Sour Sam the Pie Man? Of course!
Now, okay, surely Sour Sam is not accomplished enough of a villain for people to know him by name. He can't possibly have successfully pulled off any other Crabby Apple Pie related schemes.
If there's anything that can break Sour Sam's Crabby Apple Pie spell, it's Happy Apple Pie.
Happy Apple Pie, the one thing that can stop me.
That and peripheral vision, but no one seems to have that in this episode. Oh, see, this time he had a big claw in his pie truck to pick her up. Hard to fight that with Happy Apple Pie. This is a pretty good shot of her in pie jail, though. I guess she didn't expect him to, do anything. Unclear how long Grams Bear and Sour Sam have been locked in this battle between two baking titans, but it does appear their strategies up until this point have just been feeding people pie and getting mad at one another.
The Cubs! They've broken off!
What? This is fun!
Come on out, Grams, and see my Crabby Apple Pie factory.
Make sure to take note of all of my processes and weaknesses. Take pictures if you need to. I'm not sure why I brought you here, if I'm being honest. This is really cutting into my time I usually spend hiding behind trees and stating my evil plans.
The only thing I want to see is you behind bars, Sour Sam.
The sentence for Crabby Apple Pie distribution is
Life in prison if you're lucky.
I love that this implies that there is, in fact, a law against Crabby Apple Pies. One that I guess the mayor isn't familiar with.
Free Thanksgiving Crabby Apple Pies.
Your evil plan won't work, you sour old coot.
How old do you think I am? You're the oldest one in the room. Oh shit, she came packing! Not the Happy Apple Tarts! You're fucked, Sour Sam!
Just when you think things can't get more amazingly ridiculous, Sour Sam then attempts to bake Grams Bear into a Crabby Apple Pie? What is going on?
Coming up, Grams Bear Pie Deluxe.
That's right, kids. I'm gonna eat Grams Bear in pie form! Ha ha! Life in prison would be too good for me!
Take the shot, Braveheart!
Huh?
A pie shooting machine? He must have been thinking about a potential Care Bears invasion for years. Sad. Much like the pie lattice somehow holding Grams Bear in place, I'm a little confused trying to determine how dangerous flying pies are to the Care Bears. And I'm also confused as to why a child who couldn't figure out a Thanksgiving speech is the one who figures out how to control this evil Crabby Apple Pie machine. But whatever. See, she could have gotten out of there the whole time.
Tenderheart has fallen! I, Braveheart, am now your leader! Care Bears, follow me!
Take this!
Okay, now, why does he have the ingredients for Happy Apple Pie in his Crabby Apple Pie machine? Sour Sam, you deserve every failure that comes your way. And once again, the Care Bears save the day by altering a villain's personality forever, overriding their old identity and sending them out into a world that hates them and could never possibly understand. Sour Sam was never seen again, though some say they can still hear him in the outskirts of town, crying with regret over his Crabby Apple Pie.
And the day was saved! Looks like I learned my lesson. Old people are allowed to wear jackets and play guitar.
That's it! That's what Thanksgiving's all about.
Oh, Tony, nobody cares about your thing anymore.
Wait, the Crabby Apple Pie spell could be broken by a Thanksgiving speech? Then what was the point of... Wait, why is Tenderheart sitting with everyone all crabby again? I thought he was cured already.
And now I'm back in the car. Pretty inconsistent, huh, folks? Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Well, I think we can all agree that this is the greatest Thanksgiving special ever made. I've never seen such a high concentration of Crabby Apple Pies in one episode of television. One might even say I reviewed this simply so I could say Crabby Apple Pie approximately 7,000 times. Sour Sam might not have succeeded in destroying Thanksgiving with his Crabby Apple Pies, nor did the Crabby Apple Pies really do all that much, nor did Grams Bear's Happy Apple Pies, and everyone kinda seemed dumber for eating a bunch of random pie they found on the ground. But nonetheless, I am filled with Crabby Apple Pie cheer. This is far and away Grams Bear's best episode. She rocks out, fights her Crabby Apple Pie nemesis, nearly gets turned into a Crabby Apple Pie herself, and then turns the tables on him with her Happy Apple Pie arsenal. absolutely incredible. And that I'm very thankful for. Crabby Apple Pie!